All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday. And, I try to take just 3 appointments a day because I do have to do some work in addition to drinking wine all day. But when somebody like Arnaldo Caprai is in town, or someone from Arnaldo Caprai, one of the top wineries in Italy, I will take a 4th appointment. And these wines are awesome. And Sagrentino di Montefalco, one of my favorite unique grape varietals from Italy. I just like to say that. Sagrentino di Montefalco. I mean, so many of these Italian wines, and they have this lovely ring to them. They roll off your tongue. And Umbria, one of the most beautiful places to visit in Italy. And Arnaldo Caprai, definitely the leading producer here. We started out with one of his whites, the Gracante from Grachetto. And this is an indigenous varietal to Umbria and has some fresh kind of earth, almost like a dried kind of earth note to the nose, along with pineapple, some wet stone, and white flowers. Very clean and fresh style of white wine. That light green melon, fruit, and pineapple citrus showing through the finish. And just really refreshing at $20 a bottle. Really nice little drink. Very unique also. And then the Caprai Montefalco Rosso, which this is the entry-level wine from the property. It's a blend of 70% Sangiovese, 15% Sagrentino, and 15% Merlot. And that's a typical blend for a Montefalco Rosso. Really savory bouquet with dried herbs, light red berry fruit. Really light and refreshing wine on the palate as well. Got a short finish, but very clean, very refreshing style red with a nice spice to the end of 28, 25. A taste of Montefalco. And then you get the big boys, the Sagrentino di Montefalco Colipiano, 2007, and then the 2008 25th anniversary wine. Now, these guys have done a lot of research with this varietal, but they've done a lot of research with other varietals. Marco, when he took over the property, his family had a lot of money, so, it's one of the things it takes to make great wines, and they planted all kinds of different grape varietals just to experiment and see what these different grapes did in their region. But you know what? Sagrentino, by far the most famous varietal from this region. This is an inky dark varietal. It has more solids in it than Cabernet Sauvignon. It is incredible, the color in this wine and the richness. Even though these wines have got a couple years in the bottle, they are still massive and need more time. So incredible bouquet here of dark berry fruit with a lot of spice, mint, fresh black earth. Incredible rich bouquet here of aromas with highlights of wild game, dried flowers. Just really incredibly wild and intense, the bouquet on Sagrentino. Big and chewy wine on the tongue. Like I said, even though this is 07, this wine still has got a ways to go. A load of dark berry fruit, a host of tannins, big and still a bit awkward right now. I think this wine definitely needs some time. Very dry at the end, or a nice steak or lamb chop or some big piece of meat with some nice fat in it. Very rustic wine, but still everything in proportion needs time. Excellent juice. The 25th anniversary, well, this is just a selection. And they've got 360 acres of vines on the property. This one was made for the first time in 1993. And they divide these all out in different parcels, and they pretty much know the best parcels. And every year they make a selection, or in just great vintages. They don't do it every year. They make a selection, and they make a 25th anniversary bottling. 25th year, I think it is every year, the same bottling, 25th anniversary. Anyways, it is an incredible example of the Sagrentino varietal. This wine has similar bouquet to the Colipiano, but like ×2 in concentration. Just an incredible bouquet of spice, earth, like a potpourri of floral notes, and really big on the tongue. It's got that wild game note to it, that wild flowers, bitter cocoa, just lots of everything. A long, intense, dry finish. This wine needs a lot of time. Most excellent juice. Hey, we've got a few bottles of the 1999 vintage of this wine that just might be starting to come around a little bit right now. With a few days of decantering, it may be ready to drink. Anyway, some great stuff. One of the most unique wines in Italy, Arnaldo Caprai, Sagrentino di Montefalco. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.